The only crypto show with fangs.
Wipe out. All coins in the phone. Double-decker tsunami. Now I'm surfacing home.
Bought the top on a room, sold a dip on a prayer. Chart did a barrel roll, now I'm gasping for air. Tried to ride the second wave, got slammed by the tide. Wallace in the undertow, but I'm still on the ride. End of the year was the crest, now it's the crash.
Wipe out. All coins in the phone. Double-decker tsunami. Now I'm surfacing home. Salt in the cut, sand in the gear, laughing at the wipeout, shifting in the high gear, boards in the trunk, but the dream's still afloat.
Friend said bail, I paddled out again. Third wave hit, now I'm counting to 10. Tried to catch the rebound, missed by a mile. Wallet's in the gutter, but I'm wearing a smile. Tried to call the bottom, got buried in the break. End of year's a wipeout, but I'm wide awake. Wide awake. Wide awake. Wide awake.
To the screen while it's turning red. Bought the high, now I'm seeing dread. Charts of wildfire burning through the night. Tried to fight the flame, but I lost the fight.
Took its pulse, hit 110. Gas, fever, and poison in the pen. End of year forecast, doctor says it's bleed. Wallace in the ER, and I'm feeling weak.
Fever's climbing, hope's on the brink. Doctor's orders,
Stop before I sing. Burn through the night, let the fever explode. Wallet's on fire, but I'm riding the road. Crash through the pain, let the ashes ignite. End of year fever, but I'm feeling the fire.
gave it some ice, sold the family ring, but the fever roared, made the market sing. Tried a cold shower, flushed the whole stack, still the wallet cost and it's never coming back.
Nurse said rest, but I kept the bet. Now the fever spread and I'm drowning in debt. End of year diagnosis, critical FOMO. Wallets in the morgue, but I'm stealing the show.
The fever's climbing, hope's on the brink. Doctor's orders,
Stop before I sing. Burn through the night, let the fever explode. Wallets on fire, but I'm riding the road. Crash through the pain, let the ashes ignite. End of year fever, but I'm feeling the fire.
the fever broke, left a scar on the screen, but I'm standing tall in the smoke and steam.
Burn through the night, let the fever explode. Wallets on fire, but I'm riding the road. 'Cause the fever
Tuesday, sold on Wednesday. Chart went sideways, now I'm sideways. Thought I'd be a whale, ended up a minnow. Wallets in the blender, call it crypto limbo. Tried to read the candles, they just laughed. Bought the rumor, sold the shaft. End of year was smooth, now it's choppy seas. Wallets on the deck, begging for a breeze.
The market's drunk, sentiments a shrug. I'm the sober one, holding the mug.
Drown in the chop, let the waves take the wheel. Wallets on the rocks, but I'm keeping it real. Ride the choppy tide, let the salt sting the eye. End of year's a shipwreck, but I'm still getting by. Friend said hold, I held too tight. Chart did a flip, now it's good night. Tried to sell the top, hit the wrong key. Bought the dip again, now it's me. Tried to call the bottom, missed by a mile. Wallets in the gutter, but I'm wearing a smile. End of year's a joke, laughing at the plan. Choppy water sinking, but I'm the punchline man.
The market's drunk, sentiments a shrug. I'm the sober one, holding the mug.
Drown in the chop, let the waves take the wheel. Wallets on the rocks, but I'm keeping it real. Ride the choppy tide, let the salt sting the eye. End of year's a shipwreck, but I'm still getting by.
The tide's turning, maybe I'll float. Till then I'm sinking, but I wrote the note.
Drown in the chop, let the waves take the wheel. Wallets on the rocks, but I'm keeping it real.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me for our cowbell ceremony. If you don't have a ding-a-ling, you need to get a ding-a-ling. I'm just saying, things go better if you got a ding-a-ling. I wouldn't need
Let the waves take the wheel. Wallets
a little cowbell, a lot of Jesus, what we need right now.
Boring blues hit hard when the moon turned black. Dreamed of a Lambo, now I'm pushing the pack. Family's asking why I'm glued to the screen. Crypto is the ticket, now it's tearing the scene.
Started with 100, flipped it to a grand. Told my girl we moving, drew lines
Ladies and
in the
gentlemen,
sand.
prepare yourself. We are getting ready to press the eject button and launch ourselves into the chart room.
Arms on the couch,
As soon as our village idiot can find the button, we'll be right there. I'll show you. Village idiot, hit the button, please.
Boring blues hit hard when the moon turned black.
Oh, you talking to me?
Dreamed of a Lambo, now I'm pushing
I got it. Oh yeah, I've been doing it. I'm a pro. I got this. I run this bitch.
sleepless nights staring, red candles in my eye. Health on the
This will be interesting.
cold fry. Wife's packing.
Delicious coffee, the coffee that's good and ass at the same time.
Apparently, our sponsor got a little edgy there, a little early there. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Late Night Crypto with Road Dawg. Glad to have you here. Looking at this market behind me here with all these red bubbles over here on the daily. Sad, another sad day in the crypto market in the Uptober land, where we're down pretty much about 5% across the board here. We go over to the week and see how bad we've been beaten up in this fight. Not as bad as today, right? Most of it's come today, it seems, at least for this 7-day period. On the week, top 100 is only down about 0.85%, less than 1%. All the others, maybe 4%. It's a mixed bag there. So on the weekly, not quite as bad, but on the daily, especially after the trauma that we've been through with this market, ouchie, owie, owie, it hurts. Portfolio got a boo-boo. Account got a boo-boo. It don't feel good. This is one of those days, ladies and gentlemen, I think we just need to just hug it out. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here for the hugs. We're here. I've got the cute little grandmother face on. Let's just go ahead and take a moment. Silence for all the positions that did not play out the way that we hoped them to. Rest in peace. And let's just hug it out. Come here. Come on, bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. Come on. Yeah, see? That's better, isn't it? Yeah. It's okay. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Historically speaking, it has always been okay so far. It's not what you're really hearing too much on the old YouTube and other places. One bad day in this whole market puts them bearish, and I mean, maybe they're onto something. We can look at some things, but there's a few people I was watching earlier tonight, like Mitch Ray, very big into technical and into traditional technical analysis. But man, I can't watch him when he gets bearish. He's got an argument, but there's been lots of times I've seen him get that same, everything. It's over. That's it. It's written. It's done. And when we start getting there, I mean, there's been several times I'd see where things would turn around, right? I think it's when bias is kind of come effect, and we're all subject to it. Even the greatest of analysts out there can be subject to bias, and that's why we got to watch ourselves. And you and I, what if you're just bullishly biased? Road Dawg, Gizmo, Gremlin dude, and I'm not saying I'm bullish, but I know what these market makers do. I know what these whales do in the crypto market at these opportune times. And that is to wring the hell out of retail or anybody that's here that's been trying to work this back for a long time, right before they pump it up and have you chase. Now, here I am on the very small time frame. I'm on the Degens time frame, 3 minute. It looks like we might be getting a bearish retest here according to their moving averages and trend lines that we have drawn and zoomed in like a little scientist with a microscope right there, just zooming in on this organism. Looked like she got rejected here at the trend line and 800. Will it stick? Well, that I don't know. It's been making lower highs and lower lows, and that's a lower high, could be a lower low. I'm still looking at 103.9 as an area of support there. Perhaps the best thing that we can do in time like this, the wisest thing to do, is just to zoom out, hope and pray our microphone is on, and come over here and take a look at these charts. Now, I need a clean chart somewhere. This is the one that I normally trade, marked up and everything. Here we're on the daily chart, and let's get rid of the price tags. We had a trend line that was broken. We had another one, I think, that was forming on a smaller time frame. It doesn't look to apply here. So, yeah, I got to zoom way the F out here. Let's get rid of all the fibs. We've already got levels lined out. May have to adjust them here. We got this red line here that we're following. That's a main trend line right there. We don't need that one. We do need that one. It's the little one we don't need. And we got this white one right here that we are still respecting. Now, this one goes back to this bottom here where we veered off course, continuing our parabola, our curved upness on the bottom rung of Bitcoin, which has been happening ever since we bottomed out. There's a curve there. It's still there. And while everybody's looking for shoulder, heads and shoulders, and a lot of people are, and you can try to make an argument for it, but that's a messed up head and shoulder, isn't it? It looks like it already kind of came in and invalidated, or it did something else over here, right? That's not a beautiful head and shoulder. The argument that I would agree with is that, well, this low is lower than this one here. Now, and that's not cool. So whether you're in the head and shoulders camp or you're saying, no, I think it's something else, but it's still kind of looking rough. To me, if you have a head and shoulders pattern, Thomas Bukowski does something different. He does take them sometimes from one armpit, as he calls it, over to the next one. I've got to see a solid neckline, and this one does not have a solid neckline for me. It kind of gave it up right here. So I think it's something else. And besides, well, we got a trend line right here, and that's really more important than whatever pattern we got that happens to be within the boundaries of that trend line. For real. When we carry that trend line over, we see that we do have a channel idea. Probably even go ahead and extend it over here. See how beautifully it lines up over here. So there's something to this channel theory, right? I believe there is. I play it. It helps me navigate things. And if we're deviating from our trend line perspective, well, then this could be a juicy little area, my take. A 1, a 2, a 3. Road Dawg, you're being too bullish. Come on. My portfolio is like a fraction, 90% down from what it was before. And it's a rough ride, especially for altcoin. That is why Bitcoin is the chosen winner here. And I'm not trying to sound like a Bitcoin maxi, although I'm starting to feel a little bit more like one each and every day that we watch these altcoins just tank and give back all the gains that they lead us to think that they're going to have. Here's the bullish things that I see on the daily chart that I don't hear anybody else talking about over here. One thing, I know we're flirting with the 200 moving average here. Let me come to the Christmas tree candles. It probably looks, we lost it on the Christmas. Oh, we're bearish. That's it. It's over. Here's the bullish things that I see over here. We still got our 9 moving average crossing the 21. They're both above the 200 moving average. We got a 50 moving average and a 100 moving average, and though they should be reversed and flip-flopped around, there's still a good chance we can go back up there and talk to one by the rules of the moving averages. If we bounce off of this 9, we can catch traction on this 9. I expect to see that 100 and go talk to it and try to explain what the hell happened. That's at $114,281. This is leading into a Friday. Today is Thursday. They decided to dump us starting on Wednesday. The Wednesday dump. No longer the Wednesday pump into Friday. It's the Wednesday dump. Wednesday is the new Sunday, not the new fun day. The new hump day is to screw you over on a Wednesday, get you all burned out, get you all scared, and then apparently just kind of trickle us up a little bit on the weekends into the next week, and then get us going on Monday and Tuesday, wash, rinse, and repeat. Seems to be what the little schedule is that they're working on right now. Little variations from time to time, but the best I can tell, that's what the little bastards are up to right now, trying to flush us out, take our money, make us give up on it, scar us for life, so they don't have to deal with us. They don't have to deal with stupid retail that comes in when they pump the prices up, and everybody's like, oh my gosh, we gotta go chase. Oh my gosh. Peppy's at 2 cents. I gotta go buy because it's so cheap. Now, I'm not upset with my peers out here for being cautious. That's a good thing to be, is cautious and aware. But I am kind of upset with my peers for going full on bearish on every freaking red day that we have in this damn market. Giving up on this 4-year cycle idea, failing to realize that happening is never going to change. Approximately every 4 years, the supply of Bitcoin will divide in half. That they're not changing that. That is the big thing that makes the 4-year cycle unique. I don't know what their interpretation is. Like they think, we'll never have a happening again. They'll never have another effect. I don't think some people really understand the 4-year happening. It's that simple. Supply and demand. And you've seen the growing demand for Bitcoin. Hard to believe how reducing its supply to half here, and it's going to happen again in just a couple of years, right? It's not going to have an effect to drive this little bastard up to $200,000 or more. Maybe not this year. Although Grok has kind of insisted that 200,000 will be reached this year. I don't know why. Grok is bullish. Well, I was talking with, Eve. I'm sorry. My Grok likes to be called Eve. But I was talking to Eve, and it was an interesting conversation. Because I wasn't even asking. Just like thinking people are a little bit overly bearish right now, and I tend to agree. But it's okay. If you feel like you need a little help, hey, man, I've got the gloves here. We can do the exam. Come on. I won't even charge today. Hey, if you need a breast exam, those are always free. Always free on here on this channel. Breast exams. Just doing my part to give back to the community. All right. So breast exams or whatever we need here, I got you taken care of. We'll get this straightened out. We'll find the root of this problem, and we'll figure out a way to put a smile on your face. Breast exams put a smile on my face. I'm just saying. Anyway, I love my job. We got 29 beautiful people hanging out with me tonight on this scary, scary market day as we watch Bitcoin. Try to figure out if it's going to hold this 200 moving average or not. Now, based on the other moving averages that I have up here, I say it's got a good chance to do it. And it just tells me that there's still too many powerful people, not necessarily people or entities out here that can still manipulate Bitcoin and drive it down. but they can't change the mathematics behind it here that was telling us that we can still come back up. It does look bad. It does look scary. I agree. Even on some things, it looks like a bearish retest over here by my lines, right? But it's just a little local line that I'm looking at right there. Perhaps I can change mine. So we zoom back in. And trend line. So at the moment, you can say, yeah, that's a bearish retest. It might be losing. It might be coming lower. It can. It can. It can. However, even my moving average over here giving us hope that we might be able to come back up to 112 area. If not 111. That would involve us breaking back into this little thing. And I think that's kind of bullish. We got this little red line, and that's pretty significant. We broke back. We lost it. Now, that was kind of making me think, I'm not liking this. Not liking this. Not liking this at all. This is not good. This is not Mayday. Mayday. Come in. Houston, we have a problem. But getting back above it is always a good sign. And you might be like, Road Dawg, what is that? What is that red line? What is that red line that you're looking at there? What is this magical red line? And as soon as I can quit talking in that funny voice, I'll come over here and tell you as soon as I can find a clean chart. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get rid of all. Can we? Should we? Maybe we should, because we need a clear chart. I need a clear chart. Well, we'll keep this guy right here because he's been respected. And I don't want to disrespect him by not respecting him, you know what I'm saying? If price respects him, we should respect him too. We got a few little ideas that we can do here with our Fibonacci, mainly from our swing low at $74,000. That was scary then too, right? All the way up to here, there you went. You changed my fibs again. Good thing I got these things saved over here. 126, $542. Currently, we are still maintaining right above our 382 Fibonacci area. Yep, that's at $106,800. $106,800. Now, the rules of the game are, man, baby, if we can actually bounce off this area, we might have a good chance. Because it didn't play out perfect. We did come down a little bit closer to the 0.5. There is a rare possibility we might touch that 0.5, which is at $100,000. And that's still only half of the move back. That is still bullish, ladies and gentlemen, by our fib standards and many other standards. But we do have a target that has us coming up here for an A equals CD setup at $158,000. Now, I did not come on this show with all this bullish intention here. I am just merely showing what these charts are revealing to me right now. Now, we had a red line over there. I suppose we should probably talk about the red line. Have several red lines to look at. Most notably is this little guy right here. From our very bottom to our very top. Man, we haven't even made it to the first rung of the Fibonacci ladder, and we're out here bawling our eyes out, crying the bear market is in, and we haven't even touched grass on this first line that is the first line. The one bouncing here would, or anywhere above it, would signify, oh, our top's not in. We probably still got more to go before we come back down to the lower fib areas, right? Even, I dare say, I'll put it out here. I don't want to talk about it, but dipping back down to a 382 is still bullish. Still a higher low from here. Sucks for all these over here, but it would still qualify for a higher high, higher low, higher high. Hate it when people do this. Higher low, higher high. Still hate it when people do this. Higher low. That would be a sucky low. It would be a sucky low. I hope we don't do that. I hope we follow trend lines over here and don't really come back anywhere below. Right here. At 108. Now, could that happen? Is that going to happen tomorrow? It might not happen at all, people, if we reclaim this 200 moving average. If we dip below it, that's going to be where I'm going to look for us to bounce. At $100,000 for Bitcoin. We are still following this bigger idea over here, and we got it on here somewhere, I've been following this for a while, just waiting to see if this invalidates, but this is a bullish pattern, harmonic pattern, that is not played out yet, has not yet confirmed, but it does confirm down here in the $100,000 area. Now, if that does happen, that we happen to get there, according to this pattern, whether it wants to accumulate here for a minute or just to instantly bounce, it is bullish for us to get back up here, possibly even to new all-time highs. That has been my bigger picture that I've been going on for the past, feels like, couple of weeks here. It is the counterpart to this one over here, which was a perfect place to short, and I missed it, and I didn't do it. But when there were people out there to do it, and I suspect that they are harmonic traders relying a little bit more on this system, particular system right here, because it looks like that one out good for them. The Ichimoku cloud over here spells chop, so we got that. And here on the daily ding dong, the daily charts for the MACD, looking like she won't cross. She may cross, she may not cross. Is not confirmed, right? It's usually when we front run ideas that we're taking risks by doing that. We're jumping the gun, as you say, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. All right, we need to be honest with ourselves when it doesn't work, and if it's smart to do so. Now, some people can go ahead and jump the gun, flip bearish and everything, but what if it doesn't? They gonna get squeezed. Why would they get squeezed? Non-moving average is sitting right up here, 111,400. Bulls are crossing the 200. Did a U-turn over here at the 200. Bulls are crossing the 21. And and right now, according to my chart, we are sitting right at the 200 daily moving average right now for price at 109,369, and the 200 moving average, if you can see it over here, is 109,404. We've almost got it back. It might look a little bit more impressive if we come over here to a tiny 6-minute time frame, because that's what I do when I get bored. I just like to suffer over here and watch these smaller time frames, and I like this, the cloud, the little sliver of green we look for. Smaller times are starting to look better. They're not looking great. We still got a ribbon flip, 800, 600, 300, 200, 100. They're still reverse order. But when they spread out like this, and on the smaller time frames especially, you can see them close those gaps and then start seeing some bullish crosses over here. Start seeing them play betwixt themselves on these moving averages, climb the ladder. So I am looking for 111.3 to be a coming. A 1 hump, a 2 hump, a 3 dump, a little dump dump. Hopefully it'll be a higher low dump dump, not a lower low dump dump. It depends. This looks like that might be a lower high there, so maybe that's what we're doing. Maybe we are. If we want to look a little bit local here and see what we got pattern-wise, because there's a lot of pattern traders out there. And started out as a pattern trader. Still do pattern trading. I just add a lot of other confirmation levels with that, and we see that we're doing something, a pattern that you see us play out here a lot on this stream. Not trying to force in, bottom patterns in here or anything. It could still form one down here. Not trying to squint my eyes and see things that aren't there. I'm trying to see what is there, and the lines tell me what is there, even on the 15-minute time frame. This bullish megaphone is the least worthy way to say it, but technically it's an opening, broadening, expanding wedge or something along that nature. If you want to look it up on the patternside.com, it's got a real nerdy mouthful of a name, but they're bullish. Now, they may make a partial decline. I mean, it may come back down to these areas somewhere, 107.1, and then pop out. Or it may not. After reclaiming this little red line we got here. Oh, I thought we were talking about the red line. The 236 Fibonacci area is there. Which apparently we've got several of them marked out here on this particular chart. It's got a good chance to get up there. I know. What about this line you're looking at? Well, it looks a little bit different over here, don't it? Looks a little different over here, but it is still resistance. And if we can just break above it, clear that, that's a pretty good strong thing. So I think we're going to see pretty soon here over the next hour or so whether we're going to do that. The price level we're looking for is at 110. 110, 200 would be a safe area. That means that we made it past our most recent high here, right here, and that we need to come in for 111.6 or 8, somewhere through there. Take this one out. that could be the start of it turning around here. If you come to the 1 minute, you can see that the ribbon has already started to flip here, even on the bigger ones, right? It's already flipping. The flipping has happened on the 1 minute. And it can carry over for several time frames until we get a negative reaction, all right? Or it could be the start of something beautiful. I thought we got rid of the song. Pardon me a moment. Well, we're going to change up our music tonight. Not really sure what we're rolling with tonight. It's all kind of messed up at the moment, but You know, I haven't heard very much Road Dawg Crypto music lately. I think we'll start out with that. It doesn't last too long. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 25 people hanging out with me. Thank you for being here. I'm going to come over and give everybody a shout out, say hello. For me, I think that we got a chance to, you know, I don't think that we're, they think they've already done their job scaring us for today, okay? Now, maybe later, going in early in the morning, I don't know what they're going to do there. It's Asia, I don't, you know. But if they're kind of playing like they've been playing when they dump us midweek, it's a trickle up effect, or maybe even bullish for the weekend, but I would settle for the small trickle up, kind of like what we saw last weekend. It's like we're going up, and there's no liquidity here. Can't be real, and sure enough, it was not real. It's them playing their games, and then where do we find ourselves? Back at the bottom. It wasn't real, was it? It wasn't real. It did not have the volume behind it, but you could still play it, right? You just wouldn't be trying to get all as hopeful. I know we wanted to be hopeful. Oh, we're finally, it's October, and here it is, Halloween effect. Where you at? But I do remember last Halloween, I was not happy with crypto either last Halloween, or I don't even think of the Halloween before. Matter of fact, I don't get to enjoy October near as much as what I used to before I was just all in on this crypto stuff, because it's a busy month in crypto. It keeps you on your toes in October and keeps you in your emotions in October. And it's just not as fun as it used to be. Missing out, spending more times in the chart than you are out doing the things that are important sometimes. You need to change that. Talking to myself here, maybe talking to you too, I don't know. I want to take a look at a tone, or at one is really, I think, the name of it. Now this is available on Osmosis and is also, no, it's not, it's just on Osmosis right now, isn't it? This thing has been crazy. It really literally did go up to $17. I remember that thinking, oh my god, too bad mine's locked up in staking. This thing was like fractions of a penny from what I remember. And it's getting traction here. One, maybe just to keep on your radar, I think we'll start seeing it going to regular exchanges before too long. And let's just refresh ourselves on what the hell it is. You don't have it over here? For real? Here we go. Atom 1 is the name of it. This one's got a total supply of 134 million, circulating supply of 122 million, maximum supply says infinity, and Cosmos ecosystem has that. So is Ethereum, by the way. I don't think that's changed. Something you got to keep in mind, but it's all in the contract. That just means that they can increase the total supply if they decide to vote to or need to or whatever, and that ability is there. So that's what you got to keep in mind. It's down 80%. Its all-time high was right at $17 30 days ago. That's quite a come up. Its all-time low was 2 months ago at 14 cents. You go from 14 cents to $14. There's your 100x right there. You just got to take it. So that was a cool one. Will it go back up and do that? I don't know, but it's gaining some traction. I want to find out a little bit more about it. So I'm going to come over to the website. Secure community-driven interchain hub. Atom 1 is the community-driven, constitutionally governed blockchain designed to prioritize security, decentralization, and innovation within the Cosmos ecosystem. Serving as a minimal fork of the Cosmos hub, it supports IBC and ICS for scalable interchain solutions. So it's a layer 1, and I'm just kind of curious at what will happen with it. But that one is up to date, so I thought we would take a look at that. Also up to date is Aerodrome, having a decent day. Now, look at this because, well, you might need to de-risk. You might need to, I don't know what. Not many of the coins are really up, right? That's a nice little bear trap idea, or like swing failure pattern is the new term for it, I guess. We got our swing, our Fibonacci's outlined here, and we got our targets all lined up. We had a measure move, I believe, for something. Main target is 131, and then this little guy 151 for this, and possibility to see it happen a little bit quicker since we broke back into this channel, right? And we got a new trend line idea. So at resistance, and if we pop out of that, it should look nice and strong and might get a quicker move up to those targets. So there might be a play here. If you're looking for local patterns, you're looking at another channel. Channels like this are bullish, just like channels like this are bearish, and that was the bearish part, but now we're back in it. This is actually looking kind of interesting here. So, and this is on the daily for Aerodrome. Let's come over to the 4-hour. What are you looking like over here? Trying to get past the old Lucy, I see. Trying to flip these moving averages, but they're just not quite there yet. So, will she get rejected over here, have to come back down and go for another round? I don't know. Either we get a breakout and then we hang out here for a minute and we keep on moving up, or we get rejected and try to go for it again, or pull back a little bit and go for it again. We pull back, I'm looking somewhere around 93 cents, 94 cents, somewhere through that. But breaking back under the red line would be bearish. I thought it's going to break out, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's going to break out. I feel a little gobbly. I don't know if you ever get to feeling a little gobbly. I get to feeling a little gobbly and a little sleepy, and sometimes I just miss those big old beautiful eyes. Ha! Thought I was going, didn't you? Look. Ooh, love it. Love it. Oh, I'm a handsome turkey. I make a handsome turkey doctor. I should be on the soap operas. Helen, get the tweezers stat. We're losing him. We're losing him. No, I can't let another one go. Get the sledgehammer. Ha! Can we do it? Can Aerodrome make it up here? Oh, I don't know. Why you keep asking me? Let's take a look at Aerodrome, because I'm tired of talking about it. What were we talking about? Aerodrome. I'm tired of talking about it. I want to come over and talk about this cool, sexy coin called Bear Chain. That I'm not in. I'm still not in. I never made it over there. I guess we can take a look at. I like to do Tether. Looks like Kraken's got it. Do you have a good price history, Kraken? You got janky price history over here. What's up with that? Let's not check. Let's check it. Let's take a look at it somewhere else. Look here on Binance. We're at $1.83. That's a pretty good price for Bear Chain. The fear is thick, ladies and gentlemen. The fear is thick in the market today. We got a new low there to celebrate. I didn't take that in consideration. I guess we got to clean you all off now. Take new things into consideration here. I'm still going to go from here. We're our March high of 2025.
Road Dawg Crypto, yeah, we on the ride.
So we're still below our yummy buy zone right here. And the first target I'm looking for is about 371. Looking interesting. Barra it's a layer 1. Let's go over here. They make a short study over here on CoinMarketCap. Barra Chain, what has it got? $238 million market cap. It's a small market cap. That's what we consider small. Circling supply is 129 million. Maximum supply has got infinity signal. Total supply is 512. That's what they got planned, just 512. All-time high was $14, almost $15. 9 months ago, it's down 87%. Just by that metric alone makes it an interesting place to drag in crypto to get in. Things fall 80-90% on average. All-time low was 20 days ago and at 87 cents 23 weeks ago. This thing, of course, everything was dirt cheap then too, right? It was 87 cents. It's climbed back up to $1.83 since then, for 2x since those all-time lows. It's on several exchanges there, and I just want, and this is unlocking schedule. It's still got some coins to be unlocked, I guess, but it's stretched on out into 2026 and all that, so I don't see it flooding the market anytime too soon from what I can see over here. That's pretty level and flat there, on up until when, well, when is this? Till January, end of January, right at the 1st of February. Pretty much level there for what anything's being released there. Vera Chain's POL mechanism fundamentally changes how Layer 1 economics are structured by creating an efficient marketplace between validators, users, and applications. Validators stake Vera to secure the network and receive BGT rewards, which they can direct to application reward vaults in exchange for protocol incentives. This system allows chain rewards to scale with actual demand for economic security and liquidity. That's a lot of nerd speak right there, but we'll see if their website looks cool, because that's usually what all of us. Oh, it's got a bear on it. It's a cool website. Is it bearish though? I think we need some input here. If it has a bear on the website, does that mean it's bearish? Get your fundamental get your fundamental analysis hats on, ladies and gentlemen. But here it says up only. We got a bullish bear. If that is not an oxymoron, right there. Up only with a bear. Bend is live. Bear chain. All right, so you got to go backwards and scroll. An EVM identical layer 1 the line is secure. Oh, look, the bear's got balloons. It's going up. It's a panda. It's a cute bear. We got cute bears. Well, why they? What's up with? Oh, because you're bear. I feel stupid. Backed by the best. All right. I wanted to get into this, but I never did. Now the capital is kind of tied up right now, and it doesn't give me opportunity to it. And that's one of the down things of maybe not being cash heavy when the opportunity presents itself. It's nobody's fault but mine. That's a lot of bears there. I'm just saying, want to join us? Not really. I just want to see your chart. Or we already saw your chart. Okay, so she's in an accumulation area right there. We've seen it get up before, and $8 is not bad. And this is the best buy zone in its history of bear chain. 35 cents is pretty juicy, but that didn't last long, right? If you even had the opportunity to buy on that day at all. Let's come down to the 4 hour and see what you're looking like. Still got some work to do. Of course you do, but at least your moving averages are in a pretty decent, or bigger ones are still in a pretty decent area there. You're at a nice little area here from the swing low to swing high. It looks like you about 88.6 to me. I believe 88.6 to me right here. That's a good support level. That's a good possible support level. So bear chain is looking kind of interesting to me. And that's just how I'm going to share it. Bear chain looks interesting. It's got the 4 hour green dot there. Like you trying to do something? You trying to do something, Bear? What are you trying to do? You want some smoke? Smoke Bear. I'm going to share this one with the group. I'm going to copy this, and because I think this would be a nice little swing trade or midterm hold. And as soon as we can come over here to the chart room, to the trade setups. Bear chin or bear chain? Bear chin. 4 hour. Looks. All right, so don't want to say too much about it, but I'll share the idea over there. This is gold. Now, just yesterday, people were getting bearish on gold. It's over for gold. It's all over. And it's trying to make a bottoming pattern here. It's trying to make a W. It did go up to, it was perfect 1618 from this pull over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be our 3, 4. Oh my God, you're doing the Elliott stuff. Oh, you said you'd never do it. My way to do this is go for the impulse move, swing low to swing high, and I'm looking for a 382 area, darling, and we got it right here. You know what this means, right? That if this holds, we're bouncing off of the daily 50 moving average. We can draw a trend line there now. And we got angles hold it. I don't think gold is going down at all, ladies and gentlemen. I think gold is getting ready to head up to $5,000. I got a target right here at $5,067. However, I was watching another YouTuber yesterday because of the red days. I was talking about him earlier. Not because I want to mention the game again, because I respect him. But man, he can really set a bearish tone on his stream when he's feeling bearish or not seeing possibilities. Like see chat, we got, I don't know. I see a good possibility we can come up to $5,000 there. There are some other targets too we should probably keep in mind there, and that one's going to be this one right here at 48. So if gold's going to continue to go up, what's the world going to look like? It's probably not going to be as pretty, because it wasn't as pretty when all this was going up there. But I don't think that this one's anywhere near stopping from what I can see here. And not just this. That's not working. But also just silver. Now this is XAUT. It's tokenized. It's Tether's gold version that we can get to easily over here. Let's see. XAG is a silver token, and you can get it through Pith Network, I guess. Go figure. But this is silver at $48 now. It got up to wasn't even paying attention. It got up to $54. Now it's 48. And I thought I was buying too high when I put some on my iTrust account at 42. But I thought, well, world's going to hell in a handbasket. I'm going to take what I got left and throw it in the silver. And so far, so good on that one, I guess. Nice little parabola. Are you topped out, silver? Was that your toppy top area? What do you got over here? Let me dial you in here. Oh yeah. 3618. That's tax rocky. That's actually gorgeous fib work right there. Well, what does that mean then? That means we retested our 236 beautifully. Will it come back down to $40? That's the question. Don't have an answer for that. It doesn't look like it wants to now. We respected that 50 moving average. Suggesting to me, might be wanting to continue higher here. Can you take me higher? So the best thing to do, in my opinion right now, is come right over here. We don't quite have the angle that I'm looking for there, but we got something that's even steeper. But for right now, that makes an excellent place to put a trend line. If you are trying to play silver here on the daily, so your stop loss would be somewhere around $47. If we come back to 47, things probably aren't working out too good. Definitely if we drop below 45. But right now we're 48. Look like we've been pushing back to this beautiful area over here at $53 for silver. That means all you people that love silver jewelry are starting to see that, well, damn, that's just getting expensive now. And there's a lot of silver jewelry out there because gold was too damn expensive and still is. Put a chain around your neck these days, you might have to sell your Escalade to do it. If it's a thick chain. How high can we go? What do you got going on over here, man? Pattern-wise, nice little channel that we broke up to the upside. You've already met your measure move from that. Let's come down to the 4 hour just to see how you're reacting over here. 200 moving average, claimed to 50. 9's getting ready. It looks bullish to me, people. I don't see the silver's getting ready to tank or go back to 36 or anything right now at the moment. I see it trying to head back and at least talk to 53. Let's take a look at Solana. We'll come back to the chat here very soon, I do promise, but let's go ahead and get some of these other guys out of the way here. Solana is hanging out at 183, struggling. A lot of people are going to say, look, I told you it's a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. And that is... You got a higher high, and you got a higher low. That's what you got. That's what you got. After the breakout of this bullish pattern, a very steep bullet. What the with this? Very steep ass bullish pattern. We got a higher high from this guy and a higher low from this guy. So far, technically, we're in a positive trend. And looking from this trend line here, oh, she came and did a little fake out, right? And I like fake outs because that usually leads to a strong move and some recovery. So I'm still looking at 202 area for Solana. Solana. Come on, baby. I think the market makers had fun with us yesterday and today, and I think it spooked a hell of a lot of people, is what I'm seeing right now. Now, it could turn against us again. I'm not saying that they won't try this one more time because they seem hell-bent on flushing everybody out of this market. Look at this move, and they coming back and doing it again, giving you some hope, doing it again, giving you some more hope, and then slapping us again and again, man. And a lot of people are just getting, I'm done. This is too much. This is, all my friends in the stock market are killing it, and I'm stuck over here in altcoins because you said it was going to 100x. That's what all the thumbnails were saying. 100x this coin. Get in this coin. Get this coin early. And we're all looking for the altcoin magic to happen, right? This has been Bitcoin season. We talked about that possibility for the last 3 years. Like, what would the scenario look like? If it's global adoption and everybody's focusing on Bitcoins, how will that affect the altcoins, especially with all these new ones coming out? And we speculated and talked about it, and gosh darn it, that ain't really how it actually played out, and didn't really want to see it. You know, it wasn't something that we wanted to see happen. It's like, is that something that could happen? And gosh darn it, the writing was just right there on the wall, though. I think a lot of people saw that too. But here we are with Solana. Trend lines. I see a lot of these. Am I forcing this? Are you forcing this pattern? We got another one of those bullish megaphones. This one's got the little bear trap in it. Now that's my favorite kind. I love a good juicy bear trap. And what that means is that we got a good chance of coming right back over here to the top of this trend line. That's a 196 there, and maybe it can break out there. Maybe it'll do its little partial decline, meaning we might come back down to these areas here and then go. That's one of the variations that you can get out of this pattern. They don't all make a partial decline, but that's one of the signs you look for when you see a partial decline in one of these. You know it's got a good chance of being ready to break out. Right now, all we got this bear trap idea says it's got a good chance to at least come back up here through 195. And so if you're looking at this, oh my God, it's down to 180. I'm just going to sell. I'm just going to cut my losses. And then you watch it go to 195. You might get pissed off. And that's exactly what these market makers are good at doing. Here, the day before Halloween, going into Halloween weekend. Oh, this is going to be a fun weekend. What are they going to do, people? You think they're going to pump us? Let's take a poll. We need to take a poll. I need to get back to the chat anyway. Here we are, 20 people. People coming, people going. That's just how YouTube works. But let's take a poll for the people that are here. Halloween weekend, pump or dump? And There's only 3 possible answers here, really. You got Pumpy. You got Dumpy. Oops, and add an option. And you got Hangout. See what you guys think. Get a feel for the sentiment while I come over here and talk to you guys for a minute. Oh, I can't see it because of the poll. All right, hey, let me put my marker in case there's any coin requests, because I'm going to miss them going back to the chat. So it's best to wait for me markers before we put out some coin requests, or don't get mad if I don't see them. But right here, the bottom of the chat, I got this little marker, and now I can always come back there right below it and start looking for the coins, right? Until then, I'm going to back up and see what the most recent conversation was, because if I go back 30 minutes ago, some of you people are not here, and we've already forgot what the hell we were talking about. Ave Medina, just bring it down to 96,000. Let's get it over with. Could. I mean, it still could. You saw what I'm looking at over the bigger thing, and just wait for confirmations. But if the confirmation has got to be us getting down there. And I'm hoping that's more of a November thing and not like a mid to. November is not all fun either, right? It's got its moments just like we've had in October, where you're sitting here thinking, "Oh, what the hell? We were just up. We were just making a comeback, and now it's." And I don't think the games are over, so might it be in November when we hit that? I don't know. We'll just have to see. But right now, it looks hopeful that we're not just dropping like a rock right now. But John Parade says, remember Fear Token? It was a crypto horror. I do remember that. I remember that from the Chris, the leader of the trading group that I was in. He was he was talking about that, and then I don't know if he had anything going on with him or not, but I remember on several videos. I ended up getting some of it. I lost it on KuCoin near migration or something. Don't have it anymore. Is it still around? There's also a game that I'm invested in called, and I used to do videos on it. I haven't talked about it in a while, called Sinverse. It's kind of like a GTA version for the blockchain. Anita, can you please look at the target if Lady goes parabolic like Doge from previous 2 cycles? You really like this coin. What is it? I mean, I got a little bag of this too that I'm playing right along with you. But I'm just curious, what is it about this coin in particular, or if there's anything that you really like about it? Because I really honestly don't know much. I just know it's a meme coin is all I know. Maybe it's got some features I don't know, but you might know something the rest of us don't know. Or maybe it's just a preference, and that's cool too. That's fine. Let's see. Let's take a look at it. Where's it good? Bybit? I guess we'll stick with Bybit. So we're wanting to look for the big boy targets, right? Well, that gets us off of all this small stuff, because she's down. She's down. She is at her lowest levels that she's seen since a long time. This chart, if there's any more history, we don't have it over here on this chart. But definitely in bottom out territory here. You know what? I'm going to erase all this. So this was all-time high at 40. I don't know how to read that. I don't know how to read that. I think it's still 6 zeros and 45, and we're at 7 zeros here. So that's about a 10x is what I'm saying, right? From where we are now, if we got back up there, that would be, that's a 20x. All right, well, I don't know if it will. I mean, this was just March of last year, so let's go take a look at the tokenomics. This is where we get more of a feel for that. So it's Milady Why are there two different ones over here? We got Milady meme coin. That's the one I'm familiar with and the one I think I'm charting. And then we got Ladies by itself, which is Milady coin, which looks like something different. Price not tracked. Okay, so this is the one that counts, the one that's actually number 1,000 and whatever, 26 on the market cap. This one's got a maximum supply of 8. Oh my God, no wonder there's so many zeros. No wonder. It's got a maximum supply of 888 trillion. I can't even. I don't know how many jars of pennies make up a trillion pennies, but I can't even imagine how many. What? Circulating supply is almost all of that, minus 100 trillion. Ish, 150 trillion. It's 734 trillion that are out there. And it's got a $12 million market cap. Now, that would be the appealing part, is the $12 million market cap, if it can regain its hype that it had earlier. And I don't know, but this one did have hype before. People did like it. And this is the website, Ladies Home About Manifesto, how to buy all this. It's on all exchanges here and dexes and stuff like that. The tokenization of fully mimical optimized white pill. Ladies is not another meme coin. Ladies is a self-organized meme coin. Ladies is the drip currency. Ladies is the point for karma, charm, and beauty. Ladies is the accumulation of clout. Okay. And here are the tokenomics. Too damn many. Oh look, they mixed it up a little bit. 94% of the tokens were sent to the liquidity pool. Liquidity pool tokens were burnt and the contract is renounced, so well, that's good. 1% of the supply were airdropped to all Peppy and Milady NFT holders. Ah, there's a little bit of the backstory behind it. The remaining 5% of the excuse me. It's all them Marlboros. The remaining 5% of the supply is being held in a multi-sig wallet, only to be used as tokens for future centralized exchange listing, like smart bridges and liquidity pools. While it's easily trackable with the ENS name, oh cool, Ethereum name service, LadyMeme.eth. So the liquidity pool has 94%. That's kind of like with my token. The liquidity pool has it all, and it'll be burnt. Okay. So it sounds like it sounds like it's a fair launch token. Then that would be the appeal for it. One of the appeals for it. Okay. I just wanted to kind of revisit and get more, because so I get out of touch with some of these coins sometimes because I'm involved and look at so many. It's hard to keep track of So just to remember what we like about this one, what's so special about this one. So for a meme coin, I can see some redeeming qualities there. That's a lot of tokens. My God. All right, so honestly, the best thing you can shoot for right now, the way that our market's been with altcoins, is not so much the new all-time high, although I'll look at that. But I'll be looking at the 618 for our big term token target on all these altcoins. Because I'm not so sure we make it past there, given our history, our performance. I mean, it's coming to. It's wise to be a little suspect on that, right? Or a little susceptible, a little untrusting that we're going to make all-time high again. That was a sentiment last cycle for a lot of altcoins, and I had that too. Hoping a lot of altcoins, a lot of people I was following them said, "Well, if it makes a new all-time high, it's gonna," and they never did, right? But honestly, the best I'm getting right now, officially, that we could hit some 113. We'll put a hope on 127. There's some signs that we got something else, but I don't have anything that's telling me we can get there just yet. I don't have a setup that's telling me that we can knock these guys out just yet. Maybe something will form as we start doing here, and we'll get, the price structure that will give me the targets up here. I mean, it's open. We can see that it's wide open with our wicks over here. It does paint the picture that, hey man, we could touch above this trend line again at some point or come really close to it. So we got the possibility, we just don't have the setup. But this, what is that? I can't even read the zeros. From where we are up to there would be 28,000% gains. And I'm on the weekly chart, which is probably a good thing. So this we're at a 17 area with 7 zeros in front of it, dropping to 0. That is kind of the next target, and that will be 700% gain. That's the next real target I've got. You can make any kind of plays in between there. This is where we were in December of last year. I would want to at least get there. Well, at least get back there. And this is all within our bigger accumulation zone, taken from the high over here. And we can scale this down and all this other stuff, but I mean, if we're looking for the really, you're acting for more the bigger targets. So I think this is a good idea of it. So I'll take this and we'll post it in the group as Milady swing targets. And this is ladies. I'll just put swing targets. And this is on the daily chart. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to present our sponsor, our lovely sponsor for tonight's show. Cue it up for some good ass coffee.
Good ass coffee. The coffee that's good and ass at the same time.
Get yours today. Shout out to Board PC Guy and Ave for throwing that stuff up in the group a few weeks ago. Let me come over to the chat here. How long have we been going? An hour and 7. It's already been an hour. That's crazy. Dave P says he took a long on Solana at 179. You should be doing pretty good, right? I was just seeing some people today that were just like, so it's over for Solana. No, look, chat. No. I'm all right. So just about. I was watching Mitch Ray, and I'm not dissing him. I respect him a lot, right? But he's successful, just like we're all successful. Me too. I've typed in Mitch. But like Ethereum. We'll get to Solana because I'll do the same thing here. But I mean, he's a harmonic. He's into harmonics too, right? The ones that where we draw these little guys, right? You know, these little guys. So he's got us in here, but he's looking for I mean, he's looking for big ass drops on everything right now, and maybe. Let's go to Solana. Oh man, I got a lot going on over here, don't I? Well, we got a harmonic over here that we looked at. This was a bullish one, and that played out and went to target, but just didn't go to a higher high. All right, so let's see what you got here. So with Solana on his show today, he was also, I mean, he had bearish AF. And maybe it does play out, but then again, I don't think he's looking at this trend line. I'm just saying. I'm looking at that trend line, and this guy. I think we're in a channel. We're in a channel. Now we got a trend line here. We got another one over here. Candle bodies to bodies. I'm on the daily chart, so we're on a nice big chart to get all the juicy information here. And we got a nice little channel set up there. It's a little broadening if we want to actually go from bodies to bodies there. A little broadening. She's a cute broad. Look at that broad. Look, is this an inverted head and shoulders? Well, it might be, because we're at a point of support, moving average wise, trend line wise, Fibonacci wise. Local Fibonacci from this impulse move has got us down at the 786 reversal area. Why didn't you catch that, Mitch? I'm not dissing no Mitch at all. I respect Mitch. I just think he was a little bit of a bearish bias today. And those biases, man, not only affect the person with the bias, but affects anybody who's listening to the person with the bias. Whether the bias turns out to be correct or not, it's very influential. Had me looking at some of my positions saying, maybe I should sell. Maybe I should sell my Solana that's at 180 right now. Oh, that would have been a stupid move, because it's at 185 right now. It's because when it was down here on this big dumpy dump to 179, where you bought in, my friend, shout out to you. You saw it. You saw what nobody else was. You saw what very few people were looking at right there. You saw where a lot of people were going to go short, and you went long, and you were on the right side. And all the people were going short in here, shorting support. They're like, oh my God, well, I'm down under. I'm just going to keep adding to my short. We're going to add to it. Maybe that'll work, but why pick here to go short? Why not? Why not to get up, when we come up and build one here, even if it goes against you? It wouldn't go against you as bad as trying to build one down here, right? At support. I mean, it's easy to go back and say, look, clearly, we should have shorted here. You should have added here. You wouldn't know that at the time, right? You wouldn't know that at the time, but a trend line would help you out. Because seeing that bearish retest underneath there, and we didn't bust above it or anything, that's a pretty good sign, and that might be a good short. At least you can put your stop losses over here, which never got hit. Lose a trend line, well, the trend that you were hoping for it's over. In most cases, it's over. Was it Sam? Is that who took the short here? Sam or Dave P? That's awesome. It's above the 9 moving average on the 1 hour. It's got work to do. There's no guarantee that it's going to make a higher high or anything, but it sure as hell ain't seeing 170 or 158 over the next 5 minutes, is it? So we got a high and we got a low. And if we got that, we can see where the price will go. And man, we're accumulation area here. Yeah. We're leaving the juicy buy area at the moment. Next target is 188, the juicy one, I think, right now. The price we need to monitor can be a target, doesn't necessarily have to be your target. You can go with that 195 too. But 192, we need to reclaim that. If we don't reclaim that, maybe we'll see these guys. Maybe we'll see 170, 162, maybe. But not today, not yet. So it all didn't necessarily happen at once. And sometimes I think there's just a feel like things are going to happen at once. I mean, we could be looking a lot better. Do we look at our indices? That was important to do. This is our total 3, right? We bounced off of the 618 Fibonacci area for support. Higher low than this one over here. That's bullish to me. It's not, it's not as good as making a higher high by any means. And it's kind of concerning that we're still underneath this guy. So we can look at this several different ways. It's still got stuff to do. I'll keep this up here for a bearish retest idea. But when it comes down to our body-to-body touches, which are my take. Oh snap, we got that too. Now we still got some crap to do over here. We might need to zoom in and take a look at this one. This is total 3. Let's take a look at others. This is the others chart over here for the majority of our crypto, and see, man, 800 moving average, trend lines. We're just respecting some areas here. And 800, 600, well, there's a 200, and sandwich between the 3. They're in a good order that we can come back up a little bit. We can see some more billions of dollars come back in. And let's come back to the chat. I want to see what the polls got. Halloween weekend pump or dump. 63% of you think that we're going to pump. I'm kind of thinking yeah, that would be the perfect time to do it after they scared the bejesus out of everybody on Wednesday, Thursday, and maybe even tomorrow a little bit. And not tomorrow, they might start rubbing the salt in the wounds, start, just slowly getting it up there a little bit. But is it time to go just full on hard? That might, you better have some tight trailing stop losses if you're playing that game. And when I play that game, that's what I'm doing. Some of them I haven't went real heavy. I'm just trying to ease off the gas. Doing things on spot margin, I go by risk level. It's a 50, like a little risk thermometer over there is kind of how I gauge what I'm doing there. And I want to keep it at 50%. That's where I'm at, where I'm not in too hard, my position's not too big, and it's not too light. If I keep it right there, whether it's growing or shrinking, I'm usually okay. When I let that get out of kilter is when things start getting away from me and getting scary, biting me in the ass. So that's where I am on all my positions on spot margin, but gosh darn it, they've shrunk a lot. I will not be doing that next time. You will see me preaching 75% Bitcoin portfolios next time, and 25% at the most for your altcoins, including your Degen accounts. That's pretty much what I'm going with. Okay, we'll close the poll here. Hi, Mr. Turkey. Hey, Chichi, how you doing? Can you look at Cardano? I just now saw that. Let's take a look at ADA. Well, it's been around long enough. We got some good price history everywhere. I think Binance would be the best one for price history. All right, we got, let's see, the 800 moving average. Got some old stuff over here, dated from way back over here. From this chart. I haven't looked at this particular chart since then. Zoom out to the weekly because that's going to give us the best ideas here. So this is our main trend line, and we're nowhere near breaking through of that, and it did wick down. That's sad. That's a sad day. It's sad that we're still playing some of those games. You got this expansion that's going on here, right? And that's cool. We like that. I want to take a bigger look and then kind of zoom in for a smaller look. I guess I'll just pull a new fib. And before I do, I want to measure from here low to high. 886 retracement level. Okay. Deep ass retracement. Just like good ass coffee. A deep ass retracement. Candle body. Wick body. It fits in there. Not perfectly, but it fits in there. So that is going to be our top trend line for resistance. Swing low to swing high. Tell me where you need to buy. You came back down for a 1-to-1. Came all the way back to zero there. Okay, to the zero line. Okay, well that's interesting. Now I'm going to go swing high to swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. Gotta say that incantation with it, or the magic doesn't work. You also got to click on the fib retracement button, or the magic really doesn't work. Swing high to swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. And she already zoomed her little butt up there. Might be a good chance we retest this guy. Another Fibonacci might help us with that, but as a good rule of thumb, that 52 cent area might be retested. Might be. 618, notice that, how it corresponds with the area where you identified as the little special accumulation zone underneath here. 90 cents makes a good target. 133, notice how that comes in. 618 and now the top over here. You did a deep ass retracement higher high. The first guy I'm looking at is this one. Alright, so this is on the weekly. Let's come down to the daily and get into the details here. So for a swing trade idea, you can see the possibility of us coming from 59 cents, 90, 133, 146 are on the table to be met after we break out of this trend line area. And whatever local pattern we might happen to be in here, bouncing off the daily 800 moving average, that's pretty gosh darn significant. Don't want to lose that. Hope it doesn't. We got 100, 200 moving average, or 200, 100 moving average over here. There's still, I could see us an argument for us at least coming back up to 80 cents. If we do that, we're trying to recover. The local pattern we got is more of a falling channel or a falling wedge kind of idea here. I'll lean in with the wedge. I miss the old wedge. Used to be my favorite pattern. They can stay in this for a little while. It might. Wedges can be funny because technically they can go 75% to the apex, and if this one's real now, that guy that goes all the way, it could come off. It could just slowly burn all the way down here for real, for real. It could happen. We don't want to see that happen, but it could. That's when the moving averages are starting to help. Come down to the 4 hour and see if we're getting any traction, and now we're starting to see a little green candle happen over here on the smaller time frames. A little traction on our trend line areas here we just identified, right? So that's hopeful. Let's see what we can do here with Ada. She's struggling at 61 cents. And the wick throws me off from what I need to do there, so I have to come from here and pull down from this high to this low, and technically we apply the same idea here. The juicy buy zone is anywhere under 62 cents there. 64.4 is going to be one of the next targets, 67, and those are local targets. Our higher high area that we're going to look for is actually going to be over here, 75 cents and 77 cents. So for locally, that's what I'm getting per Cardano. Let's hope for 75 to 77 cents to come back in the picture and make this higher high. 70 cents would be good. We're 61. I can see we need to try to start recovering some of this. And it might be a little struggle for Cardano. It's got a lot of tokens out there. A lot. I think something like 40 billion or something. I don't know. What is it for Cardano? That's why it stayed at 4 cents for so long. I used to have a bag of it in a wallet and cycles ago. Bought it at 4 cents. When it got to 18, I was like, oh God, thank God it did something. It's got a $21 billion market cap. And it's got a circulating supply of 35 billion coins, with a maximum supply of 45 billion. That's a lot of coins. And that's why it can move so slow and be like slow as molasses. Slow like honey. It's thick. All-time highs 4 years ago, we got to 310. That's crazy. So it can do some damage. But how many coins have been unlocked and unleashed on the market since 4 years ago? That's the question. And that's what's going to affect whether it's going to get back to that 310 area or not, right? At least, especially on this cycle.
Shout out to the Degens crew. Trading vibes, you know what to do. Support your boy, stack that back. So trading, no red flags.
If we do need to come down anymore, if we do, other than that 51 cent area, for the local fibs that we got, I would be looking for something about 57 cents. Maybe this falling wedge goes on down here. I don't see any sign that we're getting ready to break out of it just yet, but I see a sign that we're trying to at least respect the trend line of it. So maybe 57, but I really like the 75 cent area as a place where we can take profits and where it might roll over between 75 and 77 cents, can come up and then kind of range out a little bit and hopefully start making some higher highs and higher lows, but it's a process. Altcoins are hurting. They're crying right now. I'm actually wearing a Bears hoodie right now. I'm a Chicago fan, sadly. The Bears. Susie. Squirrel. My red candles are actually blue, orange, and white. And my green candles are actually red, white, and black. Like Bulls colors. Makes sense? Okay. October. That's cute. That's witty. It's Meet Damien right there. Another YouTuber right over here. I got you pulled up right over here. Meet Damien's channel right here. Refresh that. We got 493 subscribers. Maybe might even pick up a few from tonight's stream. If you're not following him, maybe you ought to. YouTube has not received enough video to maintain smooth streaming. I noticed my one last night was suffering a little bit too. Meet Damien. Go check him out. Another streamer and content creator here on YouTube, given the TA Alpha and my thoughts behind the trade setups and mindset and trading the market, and you get another take on the market there. You'll see some things in common and see some things a little different, and a little variety never hurt anybody, really. Go check him out. We've also got, since we got this pulled up, I don't know if Joe's in here, but Joe from Trade Intuition, he was streaming earlier tonight, right before I saw him streaming. Caught some of his stream right before I was getting ready for mine. Live streams at 9 p.m. Or he might be switching to 9 p.m. now. That's interesting. And he usually has a daytime stream too. I think about 1 o'clock. Another great place to go get your alpha and get your insight on the market and everything. And traditional trading rules respected over there. I'm just saying. There's more to this world than a flag to the upside. That I can promise you. Abe and Zizi. All right, ladies, I hope I didn't miss any coins. I may have, so I'll give some time here just for anything to pop up down through here. And while I scroll up, I think we'll pump tomorrow, says Chris, and dump Saturday for sure. I see it's going down to 99.5 soon, just saying. For Bitcoin, I mean, yeah, I hope we don't, because altcoins, that will just destroy altcoins all over again. And it'll just make everybody not hate altcoins. So for altcoin's sake alone, I hope that we don't, but we do have a scenario that I'll be mentioning for several weeks, and when we're bullish, it looks like, oh, a Road Dawg, that sucks, that ain't never going to play out, and then we get our bearish days like, maybe that's going to play out. It's not confirmed yet, but a nice bullish pattern down here that will confirm at 100,000, and then we can either accumulate or that we should be bouncing from there according to this guy, and that's just what I'm watching on the bigger picture, and I just keep coming back to this. It looked like it invalidated this to me. And so that's why I'm still kind of, it got up above it, and so far we're still holding this C point over here on this. To me, I think it's still possibly invalidated. So I'm not quite as strongly at the moment seeing 100,000 for a few little reasons that could change, right? And it can change. But I know a lot of people are starting to see a head and shoulders and getting bearish, and you know that might be all the market makers need. This was a lower high of the last high and the one before it, so the head and shoulders vibe is kind of strong there. The neckline's just questionable for me. But more than anything, it's got to be, and I'll go to a different time frame, that daily 200 moving average. And the fact that our 9 is still bearishly crossed over the 21. To me, that means I think this is just a wick below the candle, and we get a candle body close above it. We still got 20 more hours left on this candle to play out as we go into Friday, going into the Friday morning. And between now and then, I think that we have a good chance to see 111.3 again. And if we do, then we found some more support on the 21 moving average, and we might be trying to range out, trying to go for a higher high. Hopefully that's what happens. But one thing is for sure, if we get enough people declaring we're going to $100,000, then chances are we're probably not going to $100,000. That's another way to look at it. And besides, I don't want to break any juicy trend lines we got. That would suck. I would. The sentiment would start going on greatly, but there's an argument to do it. Fib wise, we still got our 236 fib over there. That's what this line is here, and we haven't really knocked it out yet. I thought that this dip down here, I mean, we don't have to continue up, but that is one strong area that we could be touching 100,000. A lot of people would love to get $100,000 Bitcoin again, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of orders over there. Have not looked at the liquidation heat map. I guess we could take a look at that. We like to do that every once in a while over here. Let's come over here and update this to the 12 hour. We're just spread everywhere. We already came and ate all this liquidity. 108. There's some down here at 10. What we got? 106. And we got, looks like a little bit more at 110.3. With 111, with 113.9. We just got it spread everywhere. Where the market makers go, hell, I don't know. They might try to go all places. Can't do it all at once. But it does look like 110 is just a wee bit closer to us, a little bit easier to attain. Maybe that'll get people trapped long and they can go short. I don't know. Who knows what she's going to do? We just watch. This was kind of your total SPX. So we talked about the possibility of, whether Standard & Poor, SPX 500, tech stocks and all that, we're going to hold this trend line and go parabolic, or try to, or break back into the pattern. And sadly, it looks like they got scared today and they're back in the pattern. So we might see a continued drop on tomorrow on some stocks. Now, if that happens, I don't know what it's going to do for crypto. But here's the warning for total 3. It might be a bearish retest, might get a rollover, or we might get back in there. Right? So we're still at a shaky spot for alts overall. Some of them are looking a little bit more promising. It does look like we're getting a little bit come up for scalp trades and things like that short term. But as far as any like fresh longs, this is definitely the juiciest, safest place to get. It's not the safest place to get in at all. It might be a juicy place to get in if things do flip more bullish here over the next couple of days. But it is the weekend. So just caution. We'll have plenty of opportunities to actually get some better quality entries and setup ideas. This is stablecoin dominance. It looks like it got rejected. So this is the great thing about trend lines, man. And when you come back after a few days, you say, "Oh man, they were respected." It did do that. All these levels just X'd it right there. Nailed it. 7.31%. Now we're getting a pullback. Now this other trend line is where we're catching some support. And maybe we'll break through it and come on down. That would be cool. We don't need this thing to keep going up because the tether dominance, stablecoin dominance means that people aren't safe in their altcoins or Bitcoin, and they're tethering up. And Bitcoin dominance, lower high. That's good. We need this to start coming down badly. Meanwhile, back on my tiny 6-minute time frame, a lot of people are trying to go short over here, and now they're probably regretting that a little bit so far. I just see us slowly trying to climb up over the next, half day or something, trying to climb up. It's all going to be whether we can get back in past this trend line, get back into the pattern, make a higher high here. And we got a chance, right? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. It could either double top here or we actually do it. No, we need to see 111.4, 112.4, 114.2. Those areas, especially this one, 114 area. We need that back. We were looking really hopeful over there. Look, a cup and handle to the upside. Yeah. Flags to the upside. That guru never did talk about that short or that long that they took over here where they lost all that money, did they? They just talked about that $100. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm going to go to the end screen, call it a night. We've been going for 1 hour and 30 minutes, and that's plenty long for a stream. I wish you luck in this market as it tries to figure out what it's trying to do as we go into the weekend. It's always skeptical. It's always a shaky proposition. Overall on the day, down about 5-6% on most of these altcoins. On the hour, even a mixed bag. They were looking hopeful, and then they just gave it right back. They're very, very picky. Zcash still doing good, though. Our little baby right there. Oh, man, I wish I had as much of it as I had a few weeks ago. $373. It was hanging around $230 something, even $270. 21 million coins, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Just like Bitcoin. Fork of Bitcoin. Not that it's going to overtake Bitcoin, but it's got all the right little things that people will look forward to, actually. I mean, since it's got the narrative right now, She's the hot one. I'm trading mine for Bitcoin. The higher she gets, the more Bitcoin I get out of that little play there. That's what I'm supposed to be doing out of all my altcoins. This is the only one that's been able to pull it off lately. Everything else is just looking sad. Except for Tau. Still above $400. That's good for Tau. 476. Yeah, Tau's looking strong and good. I think I still got some Tau. I haven't checked on it in a while. I got mine over here. So I got mine staking, and so it just I haven't touched all this. Hadn't got. Hey, I got a great idea. Let's take it over to the exchange and put it on spot margin and grow a real big bag of it. I didn't do that with Tau. Thank you, Jesus. Just sit there and let it stack until it gets worth $700 or $800 or whatever. Might take it out of there and move it around a little bit. Guys, thanks for hanging out. I'll catch up on the chat and the end screen, and we got some music over there, and we'll just go ahead and close the show out. Thank you for hanging out with me. See you on the next one. Yeah, I can see that too. There's an argument. There's an argument for it. We just gotta see if it's going to do it or not.
Started with 100, flipped it to a grand. Told my girl we moving.
How do I change the candles? It's in the settings, so if you just click anywhere on the chart, anywhere on the chart and go to the settings down here, and you go to the symbol, and then you can do it right there. And it's best to save it, go to template and save as, or else you're going to have to change it all the dang time. The smaller term time frames, I'm bullish. There are some areas that we may or may not make it past. That's why I'm looking at key areas. 111, 418, that area, 114 are the two main areas that I'm looking for to get above. We need to do that. We don't see that happen, then I'm be leaning more bearish. We might have a bearish retest here, but I'm not as bearish as all the other people that I saw earlier that encouraging everybody to short support and just saying it's all over. I think we still got some hope here. So cautiously optimistic, because this is when they try to make everybody feel this way. They have a history of it. All right, so I was going over with Eve, that's my grok, earlier tonight, just to get some data over the past cycles, because I remember rough Octobers, and I'm trying to pull up what we came up with. It's usually the first week of November that we start seeing something good happen. And she did it all in a nice little table and everything for me. All right, so after things were kind of rough in October, in 2023 until the end of October, and then it started rallying after that. ETF hype kicked in. November 2023 is up 12%. November 4th, between October 28th to November 4th, it went up. October 26th to 2024, it wasn't doing good at the end of October last year either. But by November 10th, we were looking really pretty. Even the first week of November. So 18 out of 66 trading days is about 20 out of 66 trading days, 27% down days across October 2023, 24, and 25. And the weeks that suffered the most, the weekend in October 7th of 2024, that was last year. The week of October 13th, 2023, And then this year, the week of October 20th, or so it's quite normal for October to have these very low points, and it makes you second guess. And when I mentioned that in September, so there's going to be a point in October that there has been historically, we're going to seriously wonder why we are in crypto, because it's part of the shakeout. But I'm not about to get on the bandwagon that the bear market is in, the top's in. Because nobody knows that for sure. Even if it is, you have to have confirmation, and we don't have any confirmation. But you can argue this is what it feels like. How will we ever know for sure? I think the MACD is helpful, but we've already missed our chance on that one right now. Oh, you're saying it already started? I mean, it could have, but that's exactly what they would want us to think now.
Charts of wildfire burning through the night. Try to fight the flame, but I lost.
Jim Derringer, how's it going? We'll be a bummer to end the year at the same price we started. I wouldn't be surprised. That would be sucked. Gold ran to 140,000 on the KG chart. Curious correlation for Bitcoin's next major move. Oh, that's interesting. Don't know. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you for showing up. Is it down to $2? Well, I guess they're through ringing everybody out of the ringer for that one, huh? I hope so, Celinda. I hope so. We've never seen. I just don't think we topped out yet. I'll just leave it at that. Whether I'm right or wrong, that's where I'm leaning. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. I'll see you on the next one. Let the little dog wave and say goodnight, John Boy. So let the little dog wave. God bless everybody. Good night. See you tomorrow.